17 with 9.5 remaining in the game. And Mike, as opposed to the Knicks and the Phoenix Suns, who have not had an easy time, the Knicks did win both games against Indiana, had a hold on in game 1 and came from behind today. And of course, Phoenix has lost twice to the Lakers. Here's Wilkins getting inside. The basket counts and the foul. But as opposed to the Knicks and the Suns, the Bulls to this point have had their way against the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, maybe there's something to being in that role of the underdog, taking some of the pressure off. Both the teams that you mentioned, Phoenix, best record in the Western Conference, best overall in the NBA, the #1 seed there. New York, best record in the Eastern Conference, #1 seed. Both teams perhaps struggling a little bit tight in trying to hold that #1 spot.
Oh, what a play by Dominique Wilkins, setting up Kevin Willis, and the Hawks showing some signs here. They cut it to 13. Now by as many as 27 unanswered for Atlanta. Williams. And back comes Atlanta. Here's Henson for Wilkins. Keefe. And Henson for 3. Keefe able to get to it. 9 straight points by the Hawks. And Phil Jackson calls for time.
Keefe does all the small things, but this guy does them in a big way. When you need a score, Dominique Wilkins will get it, and then shows you he can play unselfish ball.
Dominique Wilkins, now the Hawks' all-time leading scorer, passing Bob Pettit, who did it for the St. Louis Hawks. And this a very impressive stat. Most points scored after age 33. Dominique averaged 29.9 per game. This after Wilt Chamberlain felt that he would do other things aside from score. Elgin Baylor on the list. Kareem. Larry Bird.
Dominique, one of those guys that just has a zest for playing basketball. He would play a game every day. You know, cut out practices. That's fine with him. But it's a basketball game. If he can play, he'd love to do it.
Michael Jordan to the reverse, yes, and it counts.
Now, Atlanta tried to come at him once they saw the double team. They were coming really from the inside of the court. Here comes Keefe. You see him there too late. He comes around. They tried to foul him before he could get it up. Instead, with the reverse underneath. You see Keefe comes high. He goes low. Willis is waiting. He never jumps. Instead, he watches. I don't blame him. It looked pretty good to me, too.
Burrell on the foul. And the chant of MVP. Perhaps an answer to the chant that has taken place recently at Madison Square Garden, greeting Patrick Ewing when he has been at the foul line. And I'm sure that fans in Phoenix feel the same about Charles Barkley, and the same in Houston for Hakeem Olajuwon. Here's Keefe spinning in. Play by Kevin Willis, who now has 22. The Bulls 93 and the Hawks 81. A 9-0 run, getting the Hawks back into it. That run was stopped by Jordan. Jordan with the step. He thought he was fouled. Dominique Wilkins, yes, and a whistle. The basket will count. And Dominique is on fire from outside. But a foul is called.
Atlanta personal foul to Stacey Augmon.
Todd Augmon away from the ball.
Well, Wilkins knows when he gets into one of those bubbles where almost anything he throws up there is going to go in. So he pulls up short that time, gets a good square look at the basket, and when he positions himself that way, he's a very good outside shooter.
Now Paxson to the line with Atlanta going over the limit. So what you're saying is that he's sometimes rushes the shot, does not get into proper position.
Or he's such an acrobatic player, he can take off and explode from so many angles that he doesn't get himself that solid base that he needs. In fact, his first couple years in the NBA, his problem as a jump shooter really was he jumped so high, it was unnecessary to elevate that high. You look at Magic when he played, Magic shot a push shot from the outside. Michael Jordan, another one who doesn't elevate that high. Only occasionally do you have to really get to the ultimate in your jump.
And that's probably because while at the University of Georgia, when he was known for the most part as the human highlight film, he did not need the jump shot. That came later on in the pros. left hand. Jordan with the floater.
Wilkins was trying to influence Jordan to the next defensive player, who was Stacey Augmon. Instead, he opened up the lane too much. Michael got through it on his way to the basket before Stacey could come and help out.
27 for Michael Jordan. Wilkins changed his mind. Henson. And it was punched out of bounds. The officials checking in. The outside official, Crawford, said last touch by the Bulls.
You can see that Augmon's late getting over there. Wilkins was anticipating the help, but because he opened up his stance too much, gave him too much of an open drive, Augmon can't get there in time. Michael has that great first step going to the basket.
Okie Blaylock, who has struggled, checks back in, replacing Steve Henson. Blaylock, 1 of 8 from the field. Now Pippen all over Wilkins. Wilkins battles his way, and that was rejected by Grant. That looked to be a pass that was knocked away.
Well, it looked to be a shot to me. That was knocked away that time. It's all, I guess, in the eyes of the beholder. Looked to me like he was trying to get it up there off the backboard.
I was giving Dominic the benefit of the doubt.
And he'll thank you for that.
Yes. And there's Wilkins, able to put it down on the scoop.
I know, that was another pass, right?
And Dominic has turned it after that 5 for 19 start. He is 6 of his last 8. So the Hawks hanging around. They're down by 11. They trail by as many as 20. A steal by Augmon, and he's fouled. That's number 5 on Jordan. Michael Jordan collects number 5.
Atlanta 4th in the league in steals, almost 10 a game. Augmon, those long arms up in the passing lane, gets that left hand out. Now Michael can do nothing as he comes right into him other than protect himself with the forearm and the foul.
Stacey Augmon sets up John Concat. Comes Paxson. Pippen. Open shot for Scottie Pippen. So Pippen with 22, the Bulls 98, the Hawks 85.
There's this thing about protecting the basket, but when Pippen gets to the foul line area, someone has to step up and challenge him. It's a free throw.
Another Chicago steal. 3-on-1. Grant finishing it off. And with the foul. Chicago with his 12th steal of the game. And Horace Grant finished the play. Here's another look at it. Pippen leading a 3-on-1. The Bulls with a 185 lead as a timeout is taken by Atlanta. Well, back on July 19th, 1989, United Flight 232 crashed in Sioux City, Iowa. You witnessed the tragedy, and tonight you'll meet the courageous heroes who risked their lives to save total strangers on an all-new eyewitness video here on NBC, and then the network television premiere of Fried Green Tomatoes, which was a sensational movie. I know one of the rare movies that you caught last year, Czar, because of your very hectic schedule. That's all tonight on NBC.
Well, as you know, I don't get the opportunity to go to very many movies. I watch a lot of basketball games. Which
oh, look at that. Nice play. Wilkins in the exchange with Concac, who thought he was setting a screen, and the Hawks still able to score on that sequence. 24 points for Kevin Willis. Bulls 101, and the Hawks 87 with 4:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Tucker and Paxson now in the backcourt. Michael Jordan sitting down after picking up his 5th. Jordan has not fouled out at all this season. Here's Pippen, and he was crunched.
Normally, this is one of those plays that you do from out of bounds where you bounce it off the defender when he's not looking so you can get it back again and run back in bounds. So Neek tries it at the top of the circle.